All right. Mic check. Let me go and check this out on, you know, this kind of live stream is not bad after all. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. So this particular live stream is just like what I said it is. Let me explain. Let me explain. I this particular live stream is just like what I said it is. Let me explain. Let me explain. Oh wow, the dimension. The dimension is showing weirdly here on this on this uh, raw form does not even like mirror doesn't like describe it. It's almost like it widens me out or something. It's not good. Let me see. Let me see. What do I do? How can I change? Nope, retouch off. You know what? F it. If you like, whatever happens, I don't care that much. Except I don't think I want my wife to be showing. No. So let me just get right into it. The thing is, we've not been live for a while. The whole gaming thing. And first off, thanks to every single one of you that reached out. Thanks to every single one of you that makes this a worthwhile thing, right? Even those that didn't like reach out, because probably the reason why you didn't reach out is you do not have my personal contacts, right? But over time, I've realized the community we have here is not big, which is something that when I look at sometimes, it makes me feel down that we should have grown more. But then that would be me being unrealistic with the state of things, which is the fact that the community is quite vibrant and very supportive, which I'm very appreciative of. This is one of the issues we'll discuss. Nepa just took the light, but luckily for us, you still be able to see me, and I can easily fix that with a power bank. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do just that. Babe, pass me a power bank instead of me standing up and you showing all of that. Good there. So we've not been Ada, welcome. He said hello, Frank Lampard. So a couple of you all reached out and was like, hey, you, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Why have you not been live? Why have you not been streaming to us? It's at first, I didn't know you guys were still here. I didn't know you guys would still show so much interest, especially being that I stopped mobile streaming, right? And then I think those were the days I started realizing how much of a thing we have going here already now. This whole thing started out as an hobby, right? I started playing eFootball, PES in 2019, introduced to me by a doctor friend. I was just about to leave university then, and I liked it and I wanted to create a community. Now I've gone back and forth in trying to create a community, and it hasn't really worked out, like building websites, hosting conversations, and all of that. But then in the process of trying to have that big community, I kind of lost sight of the fact that the small community has started growing. Now, fast forward, it went from being an hobby to me taking it as a side gig, and I've earned a couple of funds off it. Not really enough for it to pay up for what I've been pushing into it, but it has been quite encouraging, should I say, the least. The funds I've earned from doing this thing, right? So it became a side gig, and then actively I pour in money from from what I earn from my salary job as a poet to what I earn as a web developer. I just do it. I love it. But then things get tougher in Nigeria, and sometimes it's really hard to keep up. Now I'm going to say this probably one time, which is something I wow, do I have this crash on my iPhone? Which is something I think I was able to tell just a little to the people that reached out to me personally. Funds, this is very funds consuming. It is tasking, it takes a lot. And sometimes I'm just not able to keep up, which is one of the reasons for the recent crash out. If there was enough funds, absolutely there is no reason as to why I wouldn't have gone live. I know I've been sick, occasion every now and then recently, but even when I'm sick, I tend to still be able to bring myself to it if the resources are there to come live at least twice or thrice a week, right? So basically, I'm trying to make sure that this stream is not too long and this whole explanation is not too long, but at the same time, I'm trying to make sure that I share as much as possible to keep you guys on the loop and probably help some people decide decisions they will make personally in their life if this kind of path that I'm treading is one that they want to pursue also, right? Funds is a very major thing. Welcome, Ayomide. Funds is that's my wife. Funds is a very major thing, right? And I have found myself at a crossroads where when I eventually got realistic with myself and I said, you can't go back to taking this as just an hobby. And you can't keep this as a side gig. It's either you let go or you really start dedicating to it, which is something I started doing recently onto the depletion of resources. Now we're going to be back live soon. I even be this evening because I started getting some support and some people reaching out to me trying to help out, which made the decision a bit easier for me that we're locking in real big and real time, right? Yeah, it might take us some time before we'll scale up to the kind of level we'd want, but we're looking. When we're looking, we are not giving up on this because I have not felt good at all since the last time I streamed, which technically is since June 1st, according to my Treat platform. Now, when we talk about funding being an issue, it leads me to the next thing, platform. The platform we currently use for our live stream mainly is Twitch. Now, if with what I've known now and what I've experienced, I will not advise Twitch. I will not advise Twitch for anybody just starting out. It takes a lot for you to get monetized on YouTube, but YouTube pay you better percentage from what I know. And it's not like they're the best out there. Kick will be the best thing if you're trying to get so much funds out of the effort you put in. That is, be able to earn back enough from what your audience gives you. I'm going to explain it in detail soon, and what you are able to generate on the platform. Now you're going to be like, what would you advise Kick? Yeah, it's not a lot of people on Kick and Cook. Personally, it's not like I've really started streaming on Kick yet, even though I've had my account with them for a long while now. The reason why I wasn't using them is they add a lot of bugs. For me to get affiliate on Twitch, it took me a long while. If I was to do it all over again, even before they reduced the criteria, I'll be able to do it in a month now because I know better, right? But the time frame I spent on Twitch, which was about a year plus or so, I know better now that if I spent them on YouTube, I would have gotten my monetization. I would have gotten my monetization within that time frame too. 4,000 watch hours on YouTube. If I had just two or few people watching me consistently and I stream consistently on YouTube on an average of let's say 6 months, I would have gotten the monetization. I would have gotten the 4,000 watch hours, right? Because I'm just being modest by saying two. If I stream consistently, I know more than two of you people will show up. We have four people viewing right now. We're fluctuating between four and two. The last time I did the mobile stream, we went all the way to 10. I love and appreciate you guys for it. That's why I will not advise Twitch. You get affiliates a little bit easier, but then you start losing like 60% of your earnings at least on Twitch. 60 freaking percent. It didn't occur to me much because I wasn't really getting subs earlier, right? It didn't occur to me much how much I was losing. I've run adverts for Twitch. Technically, every affiliate have to run adverts for Twitch if you really want to earn. So I turn adverts on and I barely get anything from it. Because most of the time they can't enforce adverts when you have ad blocker on. That's number one. Number two, they check up the region and they will be like, should we really be giving this person this much that is from this region? Number three, they take a split. Now, the least split they take is 30, and that's based on adverts. Now, when you sub to my channel on Twitch, which I've been telling some people that is just, I'll just prefer you send the money directly through dojo.com.ng, right? Through the donation platform, which some people have been doing. When you sub on Switch, Switch takes nothing less than 60%. I've been on Switch and I've gotten quite a sizable number of donations, and I still have not reached their $100 threshold. Why? Because they are taking way too much from what people give. Now they say costs is a lot to maintain it and all of that. Bullshit. It's not that costly, number one. And number two, you're a big company. There is something every company does when their strategy is not working out or when they just start out. They call it absorbing cost, right? It sounds unfair, but it is what it is with business. Even I am absorbing cost. This is not yielding a lot, but I keep doing it and I keep pouring in months. That's what absorbing cost does, because this now this is a gem. This is a gem I have been telling some people from what I learned from business. There is a reason why they call it cash cow and not cash calf. You do not make a calf, you make a cow. There is a reason why they call it cash cow, my G. If you're feeling it's a calf, reach out to your parent company, Amazon or something, and use it to absorb the cost. A lot of companies have done this thing in the past. Netflix, count plenty companies you see blowing up now. Some of them absorb cost. Hey, Marco, Miravich, welcome, man. It's funny you guys are showing up like this, though, because I didn't even share this stream. I just started it. I'm just randomly looking at my setup and I'm like, I think I'm going to go live. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a portrait stream and just talk to these people and be realistic with them. Now, like we were saying, absorb the cost. If you can't, don't try to skim everyone up to this extent. Don't try to. It's not fair. You are making it very hard for me to keep up with this, which is the reason why we are going to have to lose one of the enjoyments which made us stick to Twitch like the main and sole live streaming platform. So King Marco should be here with his notes. It should be, because I'm just going to really play it out to you guys. I'm very legit and real, man. Because I've been doing this now. I'm still kind of like a baby in this industry, right? I've been doing this since 2019. So I've gone through the lows of the lows. You can say I've not hit the highs, but I've seen some highs and I've seen a lot of lows. They said they can't hear me. You were wrong. Can you hear me now? Hello? Mic check. Okay, it's back. It's back. It's back. So, like I was saying, you need to be willing to absorb costs. If you can't absorb costs, don't overburden your users. Don't overburden your users, which is what Switch is doing. I have set up a lot of platforms that didn't even really work out and all of that. I didn't absorb. I didn't overburden my users because I want to generate revenue from them. You are overdoing this thing. If it's really that hard to do, why is Kick giving 95%? On Kick, most of the donations you guys have given in terms of subs to the channel, I would have reached $100 plus by now and made my first withdrawal already. How is it that after about 2 years, I still have not reached the $100 threshold, but I can count that people in total, what they have subbed has been more than $100? That is why I will not advise Kick for anyone. Now YouTube, I think they said they give you up to, let's say, 60% or so. Twitch will take the reverse, give you like 30. Let me give you guys a little bit of stream element calculated it to be $75 generated in that revenue. In that stream, right? Was generated was $45, I think. Guess what Switch gave me at the end of the day? $15. That was when it dawned on me how much I've really been losing, right? Let's say Stream Element got it wrong and it was a different tier than what Stream Element calculated it with to see it as $75. Let's say you are right, it's really just $5 at the end of the day that that person donated, that they threw those gifted subs, 15 gifted subs. You give me $15 from all of that. Dude, I'm the one with the setup on it. You basically are an hosting platform. That's the major thing that is taking funds from you, right? You basically run ads on the thing, which will give me your own tidbits on the basis of what you feel like. So this is it. Let's not make too much noise about this, right? I'm just going to tell you my verdict. The major reason why we were sticking to Twitch is because of the fact that we can play music with Switch VOD2 while we're live on that platform, right? That's the major reason why we're sticking to Twitch. And then we can clip. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss the clip feature because it got really good recently. You can clip and auto share. You can clip and auto share. It will automatically share to YouTube. It will automatically share to Instagram. It will automatically share to TikTok with just a few clicks. When you edit, you can send it to portrait mode and stuff like that. But for that, when I do not use your clip system, I have item vertical, my live streaming platform, which I can use to do it. Now, for the music, there's no way around it. I'm not going to lie. There's no other platform that Switch VOD2 kind of thing works on. Personally, I feel we're just going to let go of that. We're just going to let go of the music. Now, maybe there'll be some days we'll be like Switch exclusive streams, right? We'll play the music. But I think that's going to be very rare because number two thing I have to tell you is I am not live on Twitch for a couple of days or let alone weeks like it has been recently, and boom, the next thing you see is Twitch removes my transcoding options. Transcoding options basically means the capability of a viewer like you coming and saying, this guy is streaming at 1080p, that's HD. Let me watch him at 480p because that's what my internet speed can really watch smoothly, and my broadband balance is not that much. Twitch will not let you do that. Man, you're welcome, man. I'm lamenting. No, I will try and recap later, and I hope you catch up from what I'm saying right now. Twitch will not let you do that until I've streamed for quite a long time again before they will give you that option. Here on YouTube, you can do that at any time. Even if I've not been live for a year, the year I come, YouTube will let you watch at any quality you want, up to the maximum quality I allow. Same thing with Kick. Now, note, I keep repeating this thing. Kick. Kick that pays 95% of whatever you do sub to the channel with. We let you watch in that manner, but no. YouTube, they form Oduga. In Twitch, they form Oduga. Now, on YouTube, I've realized people easily just watch me on YouTube. They find it easy to come around and watch me on YouTube. And I think that's due to one fact, apart from the transcoding options, apart from that it is faster to stream on YouTube because they have better servers across the world. One other thing to take note of is people easily have a YouTube account, even before they know YouTube. Because if you have a Gmail, you can have a YouTube account. On Twitch, you have to go through a rigorous process of registering. You can't watch Twitch easily, smoothly when you're on mobile web. When you're PC web, that's the best experience. But you are better off with a with an app. Oh, my Ada, I sorry guys, I had to pick a call, man. This time around, I've I've resigned to living life in a very simple manner, not being too serious and everything like that. My Ada, I saw your message. We're going to even get to that on the next stream. Guys, legacy formations are goated. Go for 3-3 if you ask me. If you don't want 4-3-3, go 4-4-2. If you don't want 4-4-2, go 5-2-1-2. Pew. Now let's get back to it. So we are mostly going to be playing copyright-free beats, and otherwise we're just going to focus on talking to each other, talking with each other, right? And just playing the game. Because at this point, we need to be more intentional about the way we handle funds generation on the platform. That's the thing. The problem is not that we are not making the kind of money we want yet. The problem is that we are not even getting to take as much money from the work we're putting in. That we're not getting to take home as much as just half of what we're generating. That's the problem. The problem is not really that we're not generating enough. We're going to get there. Yes, we're not generating enough, but we're not even getting to even take up to just 50% of what we're generating. And that's bad. That's bad. I think looking at that right now, I realize that it's messed up. I've been a bad businessman about this, and I need to be serious, way more serious about the way we handle the business aspect of this, because this is no longer just a hobby. This is no longer just a side gig. This is not a main thing. This is a main thing for us. This is like a 9 to 5 now. So there is going to be more YouTube streams, which I know most of you will not be disappointed at. The only thing that might make you people be like, to an extent, is just the music on Twitch. People like my Ada do not even show up on Twitch. They only show up here on YouTube. You feel me? And then we're going to be multi-streaming. So it's going to be most days we're going to be multi-streaming to YouTube and Kick. Most days we're going to be multi-streaming to YouTube and Kick. On other days, we are going to be multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch, because we're not going to be paying for Restream IO premium sub grab. So we'll need to choose only 2 platforms, right? So I'm going to share the link to my Kick page in the comment section with you guys, because I'm probably going to go live there this evening or this afternoon, stuff, depending on the time I eventually decide to come live, right? And any what's it called, you guys do, any sub you guys do to the channel, let me see this, any sub you guys do in real life is touching grass, any sub you guys do to the channel on Keep actually yields me way more benefits. Guys, there you go. If you're here right now, please feel free, please make sure, please, you click and register on Click and follow me, because that's where you're going to see me more than Twitch these days. I'm going to keep it real with you, man. I don't think I'm really losing a lot, really. If it doesn't work, there's something I've come to terms with in this world now. Certainty is a myth. Certainty is a myth. If it doesn't work, no, really. But we're trying this. We're going to try this Kick thing. I think they said we need to hit just 75 followers for us to get the the monetization unlocked and stuff like that, yada 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 yada. But that's basically the whole thing for this video. This video is to say I'll be coming back. What do you mean the link is not going through? Really? But I can. I'm pinning it now, guys. We are going to stream more on Keep. Are going to stream more frequently by God's grace. We need any sort of partnership that any one of you know you can help us go get or you can offer. And all of the support you guys gave me so far, please do not stop and only support me even more to the best of your abilities. We are going to stream eFootball a lot. Of course, that's the only game we stream for now, but we might branch into cards soon. Call of Duty, and that's console Call of Duty. I don't think I can really play Call of Duty mobile. And what else? Guys, another thing we'll be doing on the stream is henceforth, we might spend a huge chunk of the streams with me just breaking down some tech stuffs for you guys. So let's say you want to learn more on how to run designs, or you want to learn some things on how to set up your own live stream with just your mobile phones, or an elaborate live stream setup and all that. Nah, you don't have to pay me anything. Just come to the stream, ask the question, and I might just take a session of the stream just breaking down the stuff for you. That for real, Marco, for real. Just breaking out the stuff for you. Maybe you want to learn how I make some purchases or on from abroad and stuff like that. I think Marco was the one I purchased the mic for back then. I'm open to explaining it for you. I'm open to explaining it for you. Yeah, I like to earn from stuff like that, but at the same time, you turn up to support, you show up at the streams and stuff like that. Boom, we're good to go. I would definitely offer my help to the best of my abilities. Now, any questions or suggestions are welcome. You see, and the fact that I made you know of it early enough made you make a quick decision and buy it before the price skyrocketed. This price is outrageous now. I even have another one I would suggest to you, but it's not mic. It's just the sound card. The sound card is way better than the sound card that came with our own, and the one that came with our own, I kind of it got by with me to understand. It's still working, but then I got on the sound card, and that sound card's noise cancellation is epic. Anyways, questions and suggestions. How do you think I can earn more through all of these? What do you think I can do for the streams to get better? What kind of streams would you like to see? What kind of schedules would you prefer for the streams to be? What anything, man. Guys, just say it. Just say it. I'm opening. I'm open to suggestions at this point. This is my job, and I need you guys to help me get better at it. So I'm open to listening and a lot of that. A lot of things I would suggest for you, Marco, man, for your content creation if you are up for it. Like the light we're using right now is just one light. It's a LED video light with mic arm kind of stuff. So I just mount it. It's the only light I use now for my webcam live streams. And it's just cheap, it's sharp, and it has 3 lighting modes. A lot of things that I could actually share, tips and ideas. You can increase the brightness, you can change the lighting mode to something like this, change it to this, or change it to this. You can increase the brightness, can reduce the brightness, and it works with power bank as much as it works with nearby lights. A lot of things, man. I can't wait to actually really do what I think I've decided to do now, which is take this more like a job. I can't wait to actually break that step I'm yet to achieve, which is to actively create content and find my own style of delivering the knowledge I have to share. Because I do have quite a lot of knowledge to share now, because I've consumed a lot of lessons. We call them really losses. Let's be realistic. A lot of losses, and if I share my knowledge as regards those losses, I definitely can help a lot of people avoid it. So, questions and suggestions before we call this one done. What are your questions and suggestions, guys? If there are none, let me know. Let's put the end this to the stream, yeah? All right? We good? We good? You guys got an explanation of what the whole thing is about? Of what really happened? All right. I see the love. Something's telling me it's my baby girl pressing those love button. She's laughing in the parlor. Or the woman. All right, guys. It was nice doing this and still seeing you guys turn up and listening. Now she's clicking the laughter emoji. Marco, Maadar, and the rest. Mayu, I hope to see you guys on the next GG's. Cheers and ciao.